Hi everyone. Uh, Once again, this is Narendra. Uh, let's discuss today regarding this data abstraction and encapsulations. What is this difference between this data abstraction and encapsulations? So many people will be confused in between these two concept of oops in Java. It looks similar, but quite difference is there. Okay. So let's understand actually what is this encapsulation and what is abstraction, what it is doing, what is the benefits of it. I will show you one practical example, one month where it is used. So so um, let's start with the encapsulation. Okay. So encapsulation, what is encapsulation in Java actually? So encapsulation nothing but it is actually, the name implies that it is like a capsule. Okay, in a capsule, we are having multiple vitamins, so we are putting into together and we are wrapping and we are making as a capsule. So it will be a single unit, we can say. So like that in Java, so encapsulation like we are having these variables and methods, we can say properties and behavior when it will be get together, so it will be binding into a single unit called as class, so we can say it is encapsulation. So you see, uh, like we can say a variable nothing but data members, or methods we can say it is behavior, variable we can say it is properties. Okay, so this data member and methods, whenever you're binding together into a class, we can say it is encapsulations. Okay, so you see, I will give some real life example. Suppose let's think about a car. Okay, so in car we are having certain properties and certain behavior. So a car can perform some operations like you can drive and it can stop, and we can set some limit speed of this. So many operations we can do by using cars. So likewise we are having car properties like what is the model number, what is the mileage, what is the engine, and what is the speed, all this detail. Okay, so if we'll put together these properties and behavior and into a single unit, we can say it is encapsulation. So car is a real life example of encapsulation, we can say. Okay, so actually this encapsulation, as I told, what it is doing, like we are binding or wrapping similar kind of data. Okay, so into a single unit, suppose some properties and some of the behavior or methods, so we are binding into a class, we can say it is encapsulation. What we are doing, why we are doing so, if we'll keep it binding, what benefit we will get? So that means suppose we are having some variables, and uh, those variables we declared as private, and we are providing some public methods. So inside this variable and public method we kept inside class. That means these private variables can be accessible inside this class. Sorry, if this private variable, uh, if this class don't want to access provide access to outside of this class. Okay, so if outside of this code, like any other class wanted to access these private variables, he can access through this public access specifier. That means directly it cannot access. Okay, so this is we are maintaining here security. Okay, let's see one example. uh, okay, so here encapsulation of, let's say, in this class, you see, in this class, what it is a account class. Okay, so we are having three properties. Okay, account number, account holder name, and the balance of the account holder. amount. Okay, so these three properties we declared as private. Okay, so these three properties, if this is a account class. Okay, so if we wanted to access, it is a another class. Okay, so this class is a main method is there. This is the main class here. Okay, suppose this is the client. Okay, and I wanted to access the properties, we are saying variable here, of this another class which is declared as a private, so directly I cannot access. So what I did, I created a account class object, and through this object, let's say I wanted to access one of the properties name. Okay, so if I'll say, I will get a error like, if I'll say dot name. So if I wanted to access, suppose I wanted to initialize. Okay, so it is not allowing actually, it is not visible to this because we defined here private. Okay, so if you'll see, the error is showing like account is not visible. Sorry, the field account name, that is the account is the class name. Okay, name is the property, is not visible. So but here if we'll make it this name as public, so we will not get any error. Okay, see that error gone. That means we are having these properties. Okay, I wanted to provide access to these properties by using this getter and setter method. That means setter method we are setting the values, getter method we are getting the value. Here what we did, we created an object and we set some values. So account number I set this, and name I set this, and amount I set, and after that I am getting it. So you see, if we run, we are able to access that. So here you see what we did, we are able to access this data member by using these public methods. Okay, so in this public setter method we set the value, and in private method we get the value. Just think about it, in encapsulation what benefit we got. Okay, instead of, if we'll die, if we'll here it should be private actually. Okay, so if we declared as private properties, and here if we'll make it public. Okay, we can able to access directly without using this getter and setter. Okay, so but what we are doing, instead of doing that, that we are making it private, and we are providing some getter and setter method to access it. Okay, so what extra benefit we are getting is, see, suppose, actually suppose this is our dart. Okay, and this is our actually, this is actually we. Okay, so suppose we want some amount from our dart. Okay, so what we will do, we'll contact to this setter and getter methods. That means we'll request to this setter getter like behaving like our mom. Okay, what we'll request through setter, like we need this much amount, so we wanted to access these properties like darts accounts amount, we want that. So we want some amount, we are requesting and we are getting it. So this setter getter like our mom. So instead of directly getting these properties values, we will take help of mom. Okay, so we are making a our path is little bit longer, right, instead of doing so. So if this is known as encapsulation. Actually, why we are doing so, we are getting some benefits. That means, you see, as I showed here, uh, uh, means we don't want some outside. That means we are outside of our darts account balance. Okay, so but we take the help of our moms and we get, and darts actually permitted to our moms, like his properties having given the permission to this one class. Okay, why he has do so, because we are taking the amount and we are expending, and it is like they want to, they are managing the financial uh, of the maintaining their like our homes. So that's right, that want some security. Okay, so he don't want to give our permission to us to take the amounts. Okay, so that's right we made. So we are getting a security, and it is, you see, here we are getting uh, some suppose I want like it is more feasible, like suppose I want same class. You see, this same account class can be used for different customer. Okay, we can set for different customer name, account number, and amount for different customer also we can set this. Okay, so this code will be reusable, and it is flexible, and we are getting security, and maintainability also will be easy. Like if you wanted to do some changes, no need to do here. Actually we are setting and getting the value. Okay, so you see what exactly okay, these are the benefits we are getting from encapsulations. Okay, so what it is doing, this is a simple example I given. Okay, okay, think about, suppose this is the account. Okay, and this account holder want the account balance. Okay, and that balance, suppose it is coming, suppose here we written like we are having multiple logic to get that balance calculation. Suppose this account holder having some loans, and having some fixed deposit, and having some amount in the balance, but this account holder wanted to close this account. Okay, so finally he wanted to know, if I'll close this account, and how much I need to pay, or how much I will get. Okay, so suppose he has some amount of 10,000 rupees in the balance, and he has a fixed deposit of 20,000, and he has taken the loan amount of 30,000. So and he paid some amount. So like this it will be calculate, and the final amount will come. Okay, so if he will go to the bankers. Okay, and banker, what he will do for that, he will call this get amount method, and he will get the final amount. Like if he wanted to close the account, so he will do the calculations. You have the current balance is 10,000, and you have taken already the loan of 20,000, and you are having some 30,000 of fixed deposit, something like that. You calculate, and finally you will say that, hey, you will give 20,000, means you will get, suppose 20,000 if you close the loan, or you if you close this account. So what I'm trying to say, like this gate amount is giving the final amount, whether it is he will get or whether he have to pay whenever closing this account. So here this bankers using this. Okay, for the customer, he doesn't know actually how the gate amount is getting calculated internally. So actually this encapsulation, it is hiding the internal implementation. Okay, so I will give a simple example. So here if you'll see, suppose I will tell you, suppose I will tell you like uh, you will suppose I will tell you, in a car. Okay, so you wanted to drive the car. Okay, so for that you need to press the accelerator button. Okay, suppose you need to use that move button to go forward, to move the car to forward. Okay, so you don't know what is internally move method, how internally it is working. But if you know, if you'll press this button, so car will be moved. Okay, so that means you see this example, you see. So here you are the employee, you wanted to go to office, and you used your car, and you use this move method to move your car. Okay, so this move method internally calling another method, that is internal combustion method. Okay, what it internally it is doing, so that is doing some mileage calculations, doing some petroling and engine, all this internal implementation they are doing. Okay, So you don't know what is internally it is happening, but you are calling that move method and car is moving. Okay, so what benefit we are getting, you see, as part of employee we wanted to travel, we are using our car and we call that move method. Okay, but we are not worried how move method is working, and tomorrow who has written this car move method implementation, he can change, because this move method internally calling some other method. So this internal implementation he can change it later. In that internal convention method he can change it, he can provide some engine or something more. Okay, so that means in the implementation level we are hiding the details. Okay, so in this encapsulations, so I already told we are getting some flexibility, we are getting security, so that code is reusability and maintainability, all these things we are getting. Okay, so encapsulation, nothing but we are wrapping the similar unit of data, like similar properties and behavior, we can say variable and method, into a single unit, that is called encapsulation. So what benefit we are getting, we are getting security, and we are getting maintainability, reusability, all this benefit we are getting. So we got some idea regarding encapsulations. Okay, let's see, we'll understand what is abstraction. Okay, so abstraction, in Java we can say abstraction means what it is doing. uh, Actually it is not showing the background details. Okay, only the essential details, only the essentials it is showing. That means you, for example, I can say like ATM machine, whenever we are going. Okay, so here we are going to withdraw the amount, we inserted the card, and we are providing our card pin, and we are withdrawing the amount if you want. Okay, so we know only if we'll press this button, if we'll insert our card and if we'll provide our pin, and if we'll choose this option, then we'll able to successfully withdraw the amount if the account will be having that balance we wanted to withdraw. Okay, so here as an end user we are not sure what is internally happening. Okay, so that means if ATM machine how internally calculations doing, and whenever we are providing our pin, this validation is happening in this inside this ATM machine, or it is calling from some other server, and where the data is storing account detail and all. Nobody knows, and bank people don't want to show to the end user, even the to their employee as well. That is called abstractions. That means it is like it become easy, and means what exactly it is doing, it don't want to show it, it wanted to hide it. Okay, for example, we are driving a car. Okay, so we know if we press this button, so car will be start, and if you wanted to stop, so we'll press this button, it will be stop. So if you wanted to brake our car, we'll press this yeah, pedal, so this button, so car will be stopped. So something like that. But how the car is getting stopped, how the car is getting start, we are not bothering for anything. Okay, as a individual. So that is called a data abstraction. That means it is trying to hide the internal uh, like implementation, what it is doing actually. Okay, it is showing only essentials, that is data abstractions. Okay, so let's see one example. So here data abstraction example I will show you. You see, there is a bank. Okay, there is a bank, and in this bank, suppose uh, we are giving, actually that bank giving loan, we are having many types of loan, like home loan, car loan, personal loan, mortgage loan, gold loan. All types of loan is there, and each loan having the rate of interest is different, and the calculations will be different. Okay, so for example, as a bank owner, he given this after class or interface, and he given one method, rate of interest. Okay, so it's a simple example I given to make you understand. Okay, so this rate of interest, and whenever the car loan is a class, and he wanted to calculate or provide the rate of interest. So he will override, he will extend this loan after class, and he will override this rate of interest and he will return it. Okay, so like this, whenever home loan, he will override the same method, same class, and he will give the rate of interest something different. And whenever personal loan, rate of interest is different. You see, so what happened, suppose he wanted to check like what is the loan interest of for car loan, so and for home loan, and for uh, this is for personal loan. Okay, so so the rate of interest will be different. Okay, so if you run this program, okay, you see, like so what it is happening actually, so he has given one if you see this after class, so here you will came to know that so this after class, if any value will be implement, he will came to know that what is the rate of interest. Okay, so for example, we introduce another method, uh, that is, let's say, calculate method. Okay, so let's say we are having another method, calculate method. Okay, and it is returning double. Okay, so suppose this calculate method, this car loan wanted to calculate the EMI, or home loan and personal loan, all these implementation class wanted to implement it. Think about it, whenever car loan and rate of interest is 8 only, so that calculation will be different than this home loan calculation, so right. So here the calculation will actually uh, it will be, so he will do the calculation for he will do calculation for car loan. Okay, so 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 this is different calculation, this will be different calculation, and this will be different calculations. Okay, this is for home loan. So and likewise we are having this, this is for personal loan. Okay, so so think about it, uh, if you'll see here, like this after class, if you'll see, so we will be able to know that, like if we'll call this calculate method, it will give you either we will pass that object. Okay, that object to that interface reference, like we need home loan calculation, EMI calculation, suppose this is EMI calculation. So it will take like you will have to pass some input parameter. I have not provided the real method actually, to it will be more complex. Suppose you will pass like a number of uh, means principal amount and terms, or all these things you will pass, and it will give you the result. Okay, so you see how it is like it is reusable, this class, and how it is very simple. And this is a client actually. Okay, this client providing this is the service. Okay, so this class is a service. Okay, so what it is doing actually, it is using of this after class, and due to this after class, and it is the many more code is not reusable, and it is okay. So how it is like, so data abstractions in Java, we can uh, uh, means what benefit we are getting, like we are getting all this, like security and reusability, code duplication is less actually, all these things we are getting. Okay, so actually this data data abstraction, what means in Java we can implement this data abstraction not only by using abstract class, we can use by using interface. So we are having two ways, okay, we can implement this data abstractions. Okay, we are having a lot of difference, so we'll see in next session what is the difference between abstract class and interface. Just I'm trying to make you understand what is abstract class, what is like abstractions, and what is encapsulations. Okay, so yeah. So if we'll see here, we are getting all these benefits from the data abstractions. Okay, like flexibility, security, reusability. We got maintainability and duplication, loosely coupling. Okay, so loosely coupling means we want some information we will not bother here, and we want different loan calculation. We'll introduce a different class, and we'll try to implement this method, and we'll get the expected result. Okay, so like this we can get some advantage. Okay, so now finally we'll understand like what is the difference between this data abstraction and encapsulations. As I told you, in data abstractions what it is doing, like mm, it hides the in the design time. Okay, if you'll see this in the data abstractions, like whenever we'll design something, so with this abstract class interface, like it is helping actually. So if you see this abstract class interface, think about it. Suppose this is the interface of car, and as a owner I will say, I will give a interface like car interface. I will say we are having these are the methods like move and speed, mileage, all this. So I defined it, and anyone wanted to implement any car, so he will implement that interface. Like we are having many types of car, simple car, sports car, so he will implement differently. Okay, so in the design level, okay, we don't want to in the, if you'll see this interface or end user, if you'll see, we don't want to like we'll show like what exactly it is doing. So we are hiding everything, we are showing only what is like in this loan. What we are doing, we are calculating the loan rate of interest, and we are calculating the EMI, and we are showing the road rate of interest. Okay, so we are hiding in the design itself, we are hiding everything, but we are showing the essential details. Okay, but in encapsulations what we are doing, like as I told, in abstract class. Okay, it is implemented by using this data abstraction. It is implemented by using abstract class and interface. But in case of encapsulation, how we will implement encapsulation in Java? We'll use this private and protected and public method. Okay, so private means so if it will be outside of this class, that means this is the account class. Outside of the class it cannot be used directly, but it can be used through this public method. But if we'll make it if it will make it public means it is be accessible. If we'll make it protected, protected means, if we'll make it protected. Okay, so that means protected means inside a package. Okay, we are having two class. Okay, encapsulation demo and account. We are having this Java helpline com this package. Okay, inside this package it is accessible. So if we'll define it protected, okay, and we can directly access this. Okay, we can see scc dot name equal to something like that. Okay, so you see we are able to access. But whereas if we make it private, okay, it will give the error as expected. Okay, so it is not visible. So protected means what it is doing inside the package, we are saying like, oh, it is accessible. Okay, so that's right. So encapsulation is implemented by using protected this access specifier, private and public. Okay, but this abstractions, it is implemented by using abstract class or interfaces. Okay, and this encapsulations, what it is doing actually, it is binding the data into this properties and this behavior into a single unit, so that it is providing this security, and we are able to access through using this public. And we don't know the actually the internal implementation, how it is this calculation is doing to get that balance. Okay, we don't know that. Okay, So internal, I showed you that example, like in the car, in this car, like how the car is moving, this move method internally calling some other method. So we don't know that though, so the implementation is hiding. Okay, the implementation is hiding, but in case of abstraction in the design level, it is hiding the what it is doing. Okay, so abstraction hides the background details, showing the only essential. And this encapsulations, okay, this encapsulation hiding the implementation. Okay, and abstraction hides the hiding the details. In the design level, it is implementation level. Okay, this is the definition actually, what is abstraction and what is encapsulation. This is the hiding, like it is hiding in design level, it is implementation level. Actually what it is doing, it is hiding, and how it is doing, it is hiding in encapsulations. Okay, so if you'll see here, uh, as I told, like this abstraction can be implemented by using interface and abstract class, and access specifier by using public, protected, private. We can implement this encapsulations. Okay, so this is the actually this is the difference between encapsulation and abstractions. Okay, so if you understand this concept, so you will be not confused, and it will be really helpful. So any doubt, please comment, and I will explain. So thank you for watching this video.